This is question 6 of January 2006. Welcome back. If you remember right, part A was on your test for transformations. So this should look very, very familiar. I'm going to burp. Excuse me. This is it. Describe the geometrical transformations that maps the equation sin x onto the curve of the equation I, and I. They're all 2 markers. The first stuff is just for words, so I'm going to do all the words first. I'm doing something here, I'm doing something here, and I'm doing something here. Effectively, I'm timesing by 2 here, so I'm doing a stretch. So writing stretch gives me a mark. This bit here, minus, it's not going to be a stretch again, because, well, technically it's, no, I'm not going to say it. It's a reflection. So writing reflection gives you a mark. Anything with a minus sign in it is a reflection. And you spell reflection. There we are. And last but not least, this stuff you counter in core 1 all the time. It's a translation. Like I said, if you write translation for every single question in core 1, you're probably going to get a mark. But yeah, that's it. Stretch, reflection, translation. Next thing's next. We need to get that second mark. For the first one, we're timesing by 2. So it's going to be actually a scale factor of 2. And this is quite important. It's going to be in the y direction. Why? Go through your notes. But yeah, you can have the second mark here or here. So if you are unsure of the scale factor, but you know it's in the y direction, go for y direction. Likewise, if you're unsure which direction it is, but you're dead certain on the scale factor, go for the scale factor. This one, reflection. Now this is really important. The best way to do this is to see if it's on the entire thing or if it's just on the x. It's not just on the x, it's on the entire thing. So what's happening is, much like this 2 stretches it in the y direction, what this does, it turns all your positive y values into negative y values and all your negative y values into positive y values. So it's affecting the y. This is really important though. It's not a reflection about the y-axis though. It's a reflection about the x-axis. So here's your graph. All the positive y's go down and all the negative y's go up. So it's turning about that x-axis there. That's really important. This one, translation, you can write basically to the right by 30, or you could just write 30, 0 in a vector, and that'll give you a mark. So that's pretty much it. Next question. Solve this. Oh, why, oh, why did I learn? And it's to the nearest 0.1 degrees in the interval of 0 and 360 degrees. And that's inclusive, so equal to 0 and equal to 360. First mark is always for the following. Inverse sine of 0.7. So do that. Inverse sine of 0.7. If you write 0.775, you're wrong. Do you know why you're wrong? Because you're not in degrees. So swap back to degrees, and your answer is 44.427. We'll stick with that. So at this point, you want to do anything you like to find the other angle. I know that it's 180 minus that, but you need to come up with a couple of ways to know how to get there. The best way to do it quickly is draw a sine graph. There's 44 repeats here, which is 180 minus that 44. So that's one way of doing it. But yeah, if you don't know how to do this, go back and revise. So there's another angle at 180 minus 44.427. So that just gives us 44.4. I'm going to round up, and this one gives us, can't do it in my head, 44.427. I'm going to round that one up, so that's 135.6. And you'd think that's the job done, but it's not, because theta minus 30 is equal to 44.4, and likewise theta minus 30 is also equal to 135.6. So theta is actually 74.4, haha, and theta likewise is also 165.6. Whoa. And there's your nearest 0.1 degrees. So there's 3 marks. Next question, part C. Prove that cos x plus sin x squared plus blah 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 blah. I'll do it down here. First things first, I'm going to write this. Cos x equal to c and sin x equal to s, just to make my life easier. So it's that plus squared and then that minus that squared. So it's this basically. That squared plus this squared is equal to 2. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just multiply everything out really, because that's all we can do. So it's going to be c squared plus 2cs plus s squared. Likewise here, plus c squared minus 2cs or sc plus s squared equal to 2. Now, since this point, I've got 2 of these and minus 2 of these, so they actually cancel out. So what happens is I've got 2c squared plus 2s squared equal to 2. And lo and behold, we've got this here. Factorize 2 out. C squared plus s squared equal to 2. What I'll do now is I'll substitute it back in. Cos squared x plus sine squared x is equal to 2 times 1, because I'm using the identity that is equal to 1 always. 2 equal to 2. That's it. Oh, 4 marks. That was pretty nice for 4 marks. Oh, I think it was pretty nice. Mark scheme. Computer crashed earlier. I don't know why. I blame you. By you, I mean specifically you, the person watching the video right now. Yeah, you. We'll do green. Go for it. Stretch, reflection, translation. Stretch, reflection, translation. Y direction or scale factor 2. So I can only get 1 extra mark, so we'll put it for Y direction. Reflection in X axis, I put about the same thing. And then 30, 0, 30, 0, 6 out of 6. Well, hey, next part. There we are. So we found the inverse of 0.7. Inverse of 0.7 is this thing right here. It's 1 mark. I've done 180 minus 44.4, 180 minus 44.4. That gives us the other mark. And then last but not least, 74.4 and 165.5. Oh, 6, sorry. There. Is that 3 marks? It's 3 marks. So there, 3 out of 3. Last but not least, this cos identity. So, first method mark for either bracket expanded correctly. Yeah, why not? 1 mark here. Where's the next mark then? Oh, so the next mark is for finding 2 cos squared plus 2 sine squared. So this bit here really. So there's my next mark. What do they do here now? So they've factorized 2 out, which I've done here, and then they've made it equal to 1 as well. So we've made it equal to 1 and 2. There we are. So equal to 2. That's weird. So that's 4 out of 4. And that is it. That's question 6. Hope that helped. Swap over to question 7.